Hi everyone, today I will be showing you how to make this really cool and in style birthday cake. This one was made for a 26th birthday, but you can obviously make it for any age and in any color. So follow along. The first thing you're going to want to do is add some icing to the bottom of your cake board to secure your first cake layer. Next up, you want to put a line of icing around the cake layer to secure the filling. So as you can see here, I'm putting a cookies and cream buttercream into the center of the cake. And once that is all evened out and filled, I'll add the next layer, and I repeat that 3 times. So I do a 3-layer cake, but you can do as many layers as you'd like. Finally, you want to secure your last layer on top. You want to flip that upside down to keep the crumbs in, and then we start the crumb coat. The crumb coat is going to seal in all of the crumbs around the cake, so it's a very thin layer of icing. You want to spread around the entire cake, and then you want to pop it in the fridge until the icing has hardened. So usually about like an hour I'd like to pop it in the fridge for. Okay, once the crumb coat has sealed and is pretty firm, you can start adding the outside buttercream layer. So this is a black buttercream I'm using. So you just want to start to spread it out. I like to do a smooth, flat top layer. I don't work on it too hard to make it flat because I'll smooth it out even more later. And then obviously I start covering the sides of the cake in that same color. And again, I've sped this up. I'm not going this fast really. So once you have a pretty thick layer of your outside buttercream, sort of the base layer around the cake, you can start scraping it off. So I've used just like a really tall scraping tool. It's just from Wilton. You can order it on Amazon. You just want to slowly start scraping it off and making it smooth and flat on the side. So I go about this process quite slowly, and then I scrape off any excess back into my bowl of icing just to save the icing for later, because you'll see that we still need it to fill in some of these gaps that you are noticing. So once I've got a pretty smooth layer, that's when I'll go in again with the spatula, and I will start filling in some of the gaps that you might notice. So you want to keep working on that smoothing until you get it about this smooth. And the trick for the top is, as you can see, it's still kind of bumpy. You want to smooth it out a little bit. And then I'm going to switch to a different scraper, which I like to use for just the top of the cake at the final stage. I just find it gives me nice sharp edges. But you'll notice the buttercream is still coming up above. It's not really flat on top, and that's because I'm going to put that in the fridge, let it harden, and then I just scrape off those edges using a hot flat spatula. And that's how I get that smooth look on top of the cake. So this is done for now. It's ready for the fridge. Okay, here I've applied my cake topper already, and I'm going to attach my little styrofoam, chocolate covered styrofoam balls. So if you've ever made cake pops or anything like that, you just want to buy some styrofoam balls from the craft store, different sizes, and then melt some chocolate, color that chocolate, and dip it just like you would a cake pop. That's what I did for this one. And then once those have hardened in the fridge, you can take off those sticks and just using some buttercream, stick them onto the cake. And as you notice, I just hold each one there for a few seconds to make sure it's secured. And once that is secured, I move on to the next one, and you will see here at the end of the cake, I've added all of these styrofoam balls, and the cake is complete. If you want to see a video of me actually dipping these styrofoam balls, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions about how to make this cake or any steps that you want, so further information on, let me know. I also did add some silver speckle, just using some silver luster dust mixed with some vanilla flavoring. So I use the liquid vanilla and I mix it with the silver, and using a brush I just kind of spray it onto the cake. So if you want any more information regarding some of the other details in this cake that I didn't just have time to record, let me know in the comments and I can make a video for that too. Thank you for watching.